France elects first transgender mayor. Democracy in action, smiley face. People did not elect me because I was or was not transgender, they elected a program, Ms. Ka said. That's what's interesting, when things become normal, you don't get singled out. Mayor of France. Damn Redditors here are just dying to tell you how much they don't care. What was particularly positive about this was that she did not focus on her transgenderism, but rather, provided a series of policies she believed would benefit her community. She achieved this without the backing of a major party and won the election in a rural village, meaning most of the voters probably knew her or came into contact with her during the campaign. On the one hand, we really shouldn't care that a transgendered person won this election. Events such as these should be considered normal. Anyone, from all walks of life, should be able to run in elections, and win based on their merits. Same as with employment and many other things. That being said, however, until you reach a state where this is normal, and prejudice doesn't play a part, the descriptive representation of different groups is necessary to break down prejudice, break down barriers, and present a more positive image of that group or community. Touches soil. Something terrible happened in this thread. It's literally called news and people get mad. We make a headline of the first time something happens, LOL. Welcome back to another edition of I didn't read the article and I am now acting like I know everything. For fuck's sake, all you dumbass saying why does it matter that she's trans? Representation matters, so that's why it's highlighted. Saying it doesn't is forgetting all the oppression and prejudice the trans community has and is facing. And it's showing that trans people can be accepted. If you nimwits bothered to read the full article, a fucking 5-sentence long headline doesn't give the whole story. It clearly shows what platform she ran on. The 55-year-old ran on a platform of ecological sustainability and building the local economy. And even she clearly comments that she wasn't elected for being trans but for her goals. People did not elect me because I was or was not transgender, they elected a program, Ms. Ka said. That's what's interesting, when things become normal, you don't get singled out. She's literally saying she's glad trans people are accepted where she is because then she's treated like a normal human being. And for all of you saying, why does it matter? How about you instead say, well, good thing people aren't discriminating towards trans people and judge them by their character without any bias against transgenders. Also, here's the most important part, just because you aren't transphobic doesn't mean other people aren't. When things are really sorted out, this won't even be newsworthy. Then we will know that all have equality. Congratulations, MS. Mayor. This thread is a nightmare. Literally thousands people are elected or given positions due to nepotism or inherited status, and y'all are so concerned about the best person for the job when it's clear that half of these repliers didn't read the article when they circumvent saying her name or pronouns. Here's the idea. Do you think transgender individuals had never been the right person for the job? Like small towns had always elected some objective measured best person like that exists? This is news because it indicates that at least some measure of a barrier is down. Obviously this doesn't mean trans rights are achieved, even in this small town, but it's a measure of progress. I think that's newsworthy. Not to mention the comments that are straight up transphobic, those do amazingly paired with the above. I wasn't even aware of that and I live in France, LMAO. This didn't reach to the TV news here. To those saying there's no need to mention that the person is transgender, marginalized groups need loud representation to erase prejudice in the greater population. When there is less prejudice, then the representation becomes a quiet background to everyday life. Counterintuitive as it may seem, mentioning the marginal status of an individual in situations like these constitute a stepping stone along the path of progress. The mayor of France. Even China doesn't bring so much salt like a news about a transgender. Calm down r/world news, we get it, you don't care. This is great news. I'm very happy for her. Every time I see one of these articles, I feel like it's just saying this just in, some people are not prejudiced, but most people are still prejudiced, so we have to report on this. But, Good on them and congratulations to the mayor. I look forward to a time when this type of stuff isn't considered newsworthy, it's just normal. French here, I learned that from the BBC Lit. That show how little we care about this thing, you can be whatever as long as you're doing great. I have some climate denier cousins in Marseille who are probably yelling about this. Good for her. Amazing. So did France elect them? Or the people of a city in France? Solidarity. Wishing her the best. Holy shit, the brigading is thick today. Or the first one they know about. The 500 inhabitants village. Milestone of history. All of the shit people in this thread saying who cares, demonstrates this exact reason why this article exists. I wish everywhere in France was this accepting of trans folks. This is a very cool step towards progress. Somewhat good news in this evil year 2020. Congratulations France. India elected a trans person this January. Article, https://www. India. com/news/India/Tamil Nadu local body election DMK candidate Riya becomes first ever trans woman to win local body polls in Tamil Nadu 38971995/ removed. Trans rights red heart. Edit, votes always swing around once the West Coast US hits the scene. Bigots BTFOLMAO. Sort by controversial and you can see all of the stages of grief in one thread. I doubt this needs to be said, but fuck bigots. As long as it was a position gained solely because of merit on the job, I don't see why anyone would have a problem with it. Although it's a village of 500 people, this is a good step forward. The entire article is 100% focused on her gender identity, making it clear that's the only thing they find newsworthy about her. Nature. Since when is world news being moderated again? As long as they can do the job, I don't care. Why do I get the feeling that the only reason people are saying we only care about merit is because of this one quality of the person, being trans? If you truly cared only about merit, why mention merit at all? If that's the default, the most well understood principle, which most everyone practices when voting someone in, then we all know it, which we do, so you saying it is just stating the obvious. And you want to state the obvious too, and you inadvertently drown out the discussion that could be about literally anything else. We get it, you only want politicians to do a good job. We all want that. The sky is blue. Water is wet. Congratulations. Can we talk about someone getting some kind of recognition in a world that mostly hates us? It's hell, and to see a sign, even a sliver, that people might start giving us a fair hearing, brings me a great deal of hope. Oh right, but merit. No, France did not. A small 500-person town elected her, 33% didn't vote, so maybe 200 to 300 people voted for her. Chill out with the France elected. My reaction to the title was, okay, so what? I understand this may be huge for the LGBTQ community, and I'm happy for them. But as an outsider, I only care about how they perform at their job. Isn't that the attitude we should all have at this point? I don't care about what's in your pants and who you like to fuck, just be good at your job. Edit, wow, didn't realize this would be so controversial. I'm making a good faith effort here to normalize this type of thing. Pick your battles, people, I am not your enemy. Seems like many comments only focus on one specific part of my statement while ignoring the rest. I admit I am not part of this group. I do not wish to trivialize anybody's struggles. I am very happy of the progress that is being made, and yet I realize we still have a long way to go. This specific story has no bearing on my life whatsoever, which is why I say, so what, as in, this seems perfectly normal, or at least should be normal. I hope we can someday all feel the same way. Edit 2, by pushing the narrative of a new social norm, we can reduce harmful behaviors to individuals and the collective. https://www Annual Reviews. org/doi/10. 1146/Annurev Psych 010814-015013.